Welcome to a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda.
He's cute. Good morning. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to the August 19th meeting of the Lorain County Board of Commissioners. I have here in Psalms, verse 36, 5 through 9. Your unfailing love, O Lord, is as vast as the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches beyond the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains, your justice like the ocean depths. You care for people and animals alike, O Lord. How precious is your unfailing love, O God. All humanity finds shelter in the shadow of your wings. You feed them from the abundance of your own house, letting them drink from your river of delights. For you are the fountain of life, the light by which we see. Amen. Commissioner Lundy? Yeah, Commissioner Lundy, your dog is going crazy over there. So
Okay. We have a very good-looking puppy here. 4 months old, boxer mix from Elyria, full energy, and he needs a home. He will be available on the 21st, and we also got a full house. So we need people to come and get these puppies out of there. We need space, so I appreciate it. So thank you so much.
thank you.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, he's a cute one. We need your help before you adopt, because we don't want to have to put any dogs down due to space requirements. So come help us out.
Under Resolutions Number 1, Investments,
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Appropriations,
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Transfers,
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
No advances, no repayments, requisitions,
So moved.
Second.
discussion,
We did pull some of those. I don't know if we're going to be talking about them in executive session or if we're going to hold them till next week. I don't have the numbers in front of me. They were from Job and Family Services, reimbursement for mileage.
I'm waiting on some answers to some questions. When we come back out from executive session, we may look at those.
Okay.
But I still didn't have the answers before I came in, so I still want to put them on hold.
Okay, thank you.
Ms.
Do we need to name the numbers or anything?
I have 1066 through 1073.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Travel,
So moved.
Second.
discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Bills,
So moved.
Second.
discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Under the Commissioners, authorize various personnel actions as indicated on the summary sheet for employees within jurisdiction of Lorain County Commissioners.
Mr. Cordez.
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. I do have a number of personnel issues over at Job and Family Services, some potential hires. Would also like to discuss the potential sale and purchase of real estate and ongoing legal matters. All three of those topics are allowed under the Sunshine Act for executive session discussion, so I'd ask at the conclusion of our regular board meeting, we go into executive session, we talk about those three items. Thank you.
Thank you.
Approve and waive the meeting minutes of August 5th.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy,
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Reject 2 bids received on July 7th for the concrete repair project at Board of Elections in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code 153.12.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
And Mr. Cordez, is that due to being way above engineers' estimates? Because they were two really far apart numbers. They weren't.
There were, and that concerned me. Clearly, when the numbers are so far apart, there's either a misunderstanding of the low bidder or a misunderstanding of the high bidder. We really like to see that gap close a bit. Not only that, Commissioner, we only had 2 bids, and one of them was an out-of-county bid.
Right.
I wouldn't really just simply reject it for that, but with all the concrete vendors that we have in Lorain County, we should be able to generate more than 2 bids for that job. Because it looked like it may get under the threshold of the $50,000, I think that we can get it under the $50,000. I want to do a request for proposals so that we can negotiate with the locals to provide that service. Now, obviously, out of county companies can respond to the RFP also,
Sure.
but this gives us a much better way of dealing with putting in repairing that parking lot. Sealed bids, I just really don't like them very much. It doesn't give us a lot of flexibility especially with dealing with our local contractors.
Especially when you see such a big gap on 2 bids. It didn't make
Well,
any sense
absolutely.
whatsoever. I mean,
And clearly, through the RFP process, if we cannot get quotes that are under 50, then we'll have to go back to the sealed bid process.
thank you.
Thanks.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Award contract to Suburban Process Piping, Inc., Lorain, in the amount of $87,622 for rooftop unit replacement project at Board of Elections. 2 bids received on July 21st, this being most responsive, complying with specifications. Issue notice to proceed on or before August 17th and complete on or before October 16th. Authorize administrator to notify auditor to release retainage at completion of project and will be paid from the capital improvement account.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Under 911, approve an MOU with the Village of Wellington to join the county 911 dispatch system. County will advance out of the 911 funds and authorize payment of $25,000 to the village for improvements, and the cities and the villages to repay $1,250 per quarter annually beginning in the 3rd quarter of 2016.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Just that 1,250 is for equipment, correct? Software, hardware?
As an update, I've been working on this for you for about 2 years. There was a change in administration out in Wellington. They've had some transitional issues out there within their safety forces. The new police chief was really excited about what we're doing at 911. I had some extensive dialogue with him, but once again, you see a small entity that just doesn't really have the cash flow to purchase the equipment up front. And he asked if he could get into the loan program that the commissioner so generously offered to some of the smaller jurisdictions. And so let me explain that for those that don't know. We've loaned them funds at 0% interest over 5 years. Now, at least anybody think that the general fund is just spilling over with gold. These funds come from the 911 accounts that we use to support the 911 activities in Lorain County. Of course, we're doing the upgrades, the records upgrades, the software upgrades. But there is some ability from those funds to support the safety forces within Lorain County, and you have done so. Otherwise, these folks may trickle in over a period of a few years or never. So I think it's a great program, and I look for more collaborations like that with our safety forces. As soon as we finish up this summer, we go live, maybe early fall. The next phase of what we want to do is going to be presented, and that's going to be additional equipment in the cars. And the only way that they're going to get it is to loan the money or do a group borrowing package where we do one bonding at a low cost, and everybody who wants to participate takes a little piece. It's really hard to go find $250,000 for equipment because bonding that is ridiculous with the issuance costs. But if you got 6 people doing $250,000, the $1.5 million becomes much less on the issuance cost with the interest rate. So together we can really accomplish a lot.
Thank you.
Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Under Job and Family, authorized purchase service agreement with Common Ground Oberlin to provide personal development training classes to TANF and FAET recipients in fiscal year 16, effective September 1st, 2015 through September 30th, 2016, in the amount not to exceed $176,735, and authorized director to execute on behalf of the Board with prosecutors approve those 2 forms.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Authorized purchase service agreement with El Centro, Lorain, for a business English and work experience program for TANF fiscal year 16, effective September 1st, 2015 through September 30th, 2016, in the amount not to exceed $26,234.29. Authorized director to execute on behalf of the Board of Prosecutors approve those 2 forms.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Authorized purchase service agreement with Information Technologies and Training Norwalk to provide Microsoft Access programming and staff training in the amount of $15,000 effective September 1st, 2015 through September 30th, 2016. Cross out that other, I copied and pasted, and that amount is not supposed to be that. Authorized director to execute on behalf of Board of Prosecutors approve as to form.
So moved? The
Second.
176 part you're saying?
Yeah.
That's, okay.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Under solid waste, approve the solid waste plan.
Are we ready to do that?
We still have 3 or 4 communities who haven't. We've got more than enough of the percentage to approve. I think at this point, North Ridgeville, Oberlin, and Avon Lake have yet on their agenda. We do have 71%, so it's more than enough to approve. But I think out of a courtesy, we should just at this point, since I serve on the solid waste policy committees, to let them finish up. And we have plenty of time. We have till mid-September, I believe, before this has to go to the EPA.
I think it's September 11th. I think it would it should show a clear signal that we're concerned with what their input on the plan moving forward. They may simply decide that we have enough and not want to address the matter. That would be their prerogative. I don't know if it's agended up in any of those jurisdictions.
Yes, it is. We have it on, looks like it's scheduled in Avon Lake for
I haven't
August
even looked at it,
24th,
sorry.
North Ridgeville and Oberlin, September 7th, and Grafton approved on 8/11. So, I mean, we have 71.5% of the approval. We only need 60% at this point. Lorain already approved because they have veto power, and just the commissioners have to approve to send it forward.
I mean, Keith's done a great job with this.
Very good job. No,
I have not heard of any jurisdictions that had a lot of heartburn with the
None.
plan as
No.
presented. I think it's a timing of councils and which councils were meeting and not meeting. There was some summer recesses going on.
Correct.
I do believe if there was a significant amount of blowback that was going to come, it would have already revealed itself, and it has not. Usually get those angry phone calls, and you guys get a lot of them.
Yes, we do.
I think it's just pre-function right now in those jurisdictions, so waiting would probably signal a greater amount of cooperation.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine with
Now,
that. So
now
I'd like
Keith
to-
does have to have this filed. He's not here this
Yes,
morning.
he
is
is.
he?
Yes.
Oh, he's hiding in the back this time. I think we have to file it by the 11th of September, right? So,
The 10th we would approve, is that
The 10th you would
Wednesday
approve it, we
would
get it
approve
filed
on
that
it.
day.
The 10th is our commissioners meeting, correct? We
We're
were
not-
actually trying to
We
get
are
this.
not meeting September 9th week.
What?
We are not meeting the week of September 9th, so it would be September 2nd, we would have to approve it.
when our meetings, what are we doing?
Well, how about September
meeting.
2nd? Will we give them, no, they're
We'll
not
still
meeting
be,
till the
North Ridgeville
7th.
and Oberlin won't be on yet.
Well, maybe we just need to go forward with it then.
We're not.
Okay,
Right.
is there something
What's-
going on?
Matt won't be
Oh,
here,
okay.
they'll be taking next time to be here, her and I can meet, let's schedule that meeting for September 10th, we'll do September 10th then, so we can get this done
It's the
properly.
Yeah.
9th, right?
No, it'll be the, Wednesday is the 10th, correct? Or
Wednesday is the 9th.
9th.
Yeah, let's double check it, because we had it off, because Commissioner Lundy's gonna be out of town, and we had plenty of meetings.
And you got a solid waste meeting the 8th.
See, we were trying to get this, because we sent it out so early, hoping everybody would get it on, but some of the communities didn't quite get it there. Like Lorain approved in June. I mean, there were a lot of communities that approved in June. We were hoping to have it done by now ahead of the game, and that's what was our intent, but with these not going on.
So you want to have a meeting on the 9th then?
Want to do the 9th then?
I can.
Okay.
Since Commissioner Lundy's going to be on vacation, why don't we just simply have a one-item meeting? Why don't we just have a special meeting to address the plan and be done with it so we don't do a lot of business, if that's okay? This way, everybody will know we're only dealing with one item.
Okay.
And when are these others supposed to meet? September?
And our
7th,
solid waste policy
September
committee meeting is
7th.
what, the 8th?
Well, I was gonna say the policy
And that's
meeting,
the
how are they
concern,
gonna meet
so-
on, that's a holiday, September 7th. So September 8th is your solid waste, so why don't we just meet after that, no?
Yeah, why don't we do the meeting September 8th? We have solid waste policy committee meeting, we're scheduled at 9 a.m. That meeting, we should be able to complete by 9:30. We'll go into a session, Commissioner Kokoski and I, the Commissioners Board, and we'll approve the plan
On September 8th?
on the Tuesday, correct?
So what time?
Well, you'll
I
vote
would
on
say
the plan.
9:30.
You're not going to say you're going to approve it, you're going to.
Well, I mean, we're gonna vote on it, okay, but at that point, I know I'm going to vote to approve it. How's that sound? I can say
understand,
my
but
views.
But,
So you want to
know,
do a special meeting at 10:30?
No, we shouldn't be. Keith, we can stop our solid waste policy. I don't need you to stand up. We can stop our solid waste policy committee meeting at 9:30 because we hold it in the other hearing room. We'll just schedule our policy committee meeting in this room. At 9:30, we'll recess that meeting. Commissioner Kokoski and I can then open a commissioners meeting, do what we need to with the plan, close our meeting, then continue back into what solid waste is. How's
yes,
that
you can.
sound?
That's the simplest way to do
Right.
it. You're here
That way
anyway.
it's all-
Schedule at 9:30.
Okay.
Correct, 9:30. 9 o'clock, we'll open our stuff, 9:30. We'll do this one and then back. Thank
Okay.
you.
That works.
Okay. Under the sheriff, approve and enter an operating agreement with Airmark for food service effective retroactive to May 1st, 2015 through June 30th, 2018, and can contain renewal of 2 additional one-year periods with a 90-day cancellation clause. There has been a .13 reduction per meal cost and a capital investment by Airmark of $75,000 new kitchen equipment, now and further kitchen equipment investment of $25,000 in each one of the one-year renewals.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski?
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kayla?
Aye.
Mr. Cortez?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Madam Clerk. I yield.
Oh. Mr. Innes?
I do need an executive session for one pending litigation matter, and Mr. Cortez indicated that he wanted to meet and exec with legal matters, and he meant litigation too. So,
Okay.
Commissioners report.
Well, last week we didn't have a meeting because we were invited to the announcement at Ford to show off the new F-650, and it was so inspiring. It was one of the best events that I've attended in a long time. We had all the employees around us, and it was very exciting bringing in the new product. I just want to say hats off to Ford Motor Company, the managers, the UAW, and the workers for making it happen. It was a great day. Thursday, we all met at Lowell Street in Leary to kick off one of the 4 houses that were being demoed that day. There are many more to come this summer. And then Friday, I had my NRAC meeting, and we were going to have $1.6 million available for projects next year. So it's a great, busy week. End of my report.
Yeah, congratulations to actually our local workforce also in regards to the UAW. Tim Rowe is their chairman, working with Ford, and as they go forward with contract negotiations, may it all play better for us. Also, NOACA had their governance and executive committee meeting, moving our agenda forward for next month. Last Friday, as always, long, entertaining, and a lot of discussion. Congratulations to the Lorain County Community College Foundation for the fantastic event they had. Raised over $400,000 for their scholarships. Again, thank you, Jack Nicholas, and former Judge Joe Soriano for helping put that together. It was just a great turnout. Got to engage with a lot of our people in our community. Congratulations, City of Lorain. They had their Brew Fest on Saturday. Over 900 people attended. It's nice to see the downtown's coming back together and people working together. Also, on Tuesday of this week, Commissioner Lundy and I met with Grace Colucci from NOACA. She was in town, meeting with Mayor Gillick, Mayor Brinda, and Mayor Rittner. We're talking about what's going on in Lorain County and how things are working and the amount of dollars coming forward. Looked over a draft report of some issues in regards to NEOSOC. Was real engaging, meeting a lot of discussion about transportation, transit, update on 57, all the different projects going on, what North Ridgeville has going on. Also, lost a couple of people important to the community the last couple of weeks. First, condolences to Dick Seward's family, Betty and her family, a wonderful guy, former Larry Clerk in courts. He and I sat next to each other for probably a decade at Finance Committee meetings for the County Democrat Party, just a great guy. And then Dick Williams, New Russia Township trustee, longtime activist out of New Russia. Dick passed away also. So, a loss to our communities. End of my report.
Really enjoyed attending last Wednesday with my colleagues at Ford, the unveiling of the F-650, F-750 vehicles. It's exciting. There aren't many counties in this country that are able to brag about actually bringing jobs from Mexico to their county. So quite a success story there. But it's so important to point out that, you know, the success story isn't possible. Ford is never going to make the investment if they don't believe in the employees and see a quality product. So the UAW there, the employees working hard, doing a great job, producing a strong product, and thank you to Ford for making the investment, and an investment that was made possible because the workers built a quality product there. The Elyria Land Bank, it was good to see Mayor Brenda. She got in the crane there and took right after Lori Kokoski, our commissioner here, her crane skills of taking down houses. So the mayor did a good job of that. Also had the opportunity to attend the Brew Fest in downtown Lorain, and as I was telling some folks yesterday, it was definitely a millennial crowd. Lots of folks, 20s and 30s. I felt like a grandpa in the crowd there, but it was well attended, very well attended. It was great to see the microbrews come in from Athens, Ohio, and Toledo, and all around the area. So hopefully, if you didn't make the event this year, you'll have a chance to make it next year. Also, would like to recognize, the passing of Dick Seward, and our sympathies go out to the Seward family and Betty. Dick was always known for having this great personality and always had a smile on his face. Of course, people said he was always up to no good, in a good way. But even Betty said that Dick was, smiling and joking around right up to the very end. Dick Williams, read of his passing and always enjoyed working with Dick when he was a township trustee. Also had the opportunity to attend the new teachers luncheon over at Lorain County Community College. 175 new teachers were treated to lunch, thanks to the support of the business community through the chamber. And the thing I think we should try to focus on more heavily is when I'm talking to these teachers, there's still a lot of them living in Cuyahoga County but commuting to Lorain County to work. So we need to work on getting them to buy their homes here in Lorain County and be a part of our community. The Jack Nicklaus golf outing, always a great job there, and congratulations to Judge Joseph Sirigliano for all the work that he's done to bring Jack Nicklaus here year after year after year for 25 years. And as somebody who's a product of Lorain County Community College and knows what it's like trying to work your way through college and pay your way through, believe me, that the scholarship money that they've raised is certainly going to help a lot of students. Enjoyed our meeting with Grace Gallucci yesterday with NOACA, and certainly a lot of conversation about public transit, trying to improve things here in our county. And I want to thank Ted for his leadership as president of that organization this year, doing a lot of good work. And finally, we hope that you'll come out to see us at the Lorain County Fair, which I'm always looking forward to, and I think I put on another 3 pounds during Fair Week. So it'll be a lot of fun. Come out and join us.
You're not eating enough then if it's only 3 pounds.
Well, that's 3 pounds, yeah. It's because I watch myself.
I was watching the, I think it was the Erie County Fair going on last week, and their prize cow sold for $30,000. So
Yeah, buy that.
don't you buy things at the fair?
Always buy things at the fair, but not $30,000. Those are for like Giant Eagle or Fligners.
Yeah. Big money.
Board correspondence.
I move the reading be waived.
Second.
Discussion. Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
Public comment.
Anybody wishing to address the board this morning? Seeing none, I move that we go into executive session as outlined by the administrator and assistant county prosecutor.
Second.
Ms. Kowski.
Aye.
Mr. Lundy.
Aye.
Mr. Kalo.
Aye.
This has been a broadcast of the recent Lorain County Commissioners' General Meeting. Unless otherwise announced, meetings are held Wednesday morning at 9:30 at the Administration Building, 226 Middle Avenue, 4th floor, downtown Elyria. These are public meetings, and you are invited to attend. Agendas are posted prior to the meeting at www.loraincounty.us. Click on Departments to see the Commissioners page, then click on View Agenda for a printable copy of the agenda.